watching QTV Youth Dialogue, and I am Jenna Basonko, and wishing a happy International World Youth Skills Day to young people in the Gambia and across the world. So every 15th of July is designated to celebrate World Youth Skills Day, which recognizes the potential of young people and their skills, what changes they can bring to several communities. And we've seen over the years how much skills that young people possess have been making changes in different sectors of the economy, especially in the Gambia. When the new dispensation came in 2017, at a time with the YEP project and other projects that existed with the construction of several skills centers, we've seen the changes that this has brought into the lives of different Gambian young people. So like I said, we are celebrating this belatedly. We can't allow it to slide through because young people are quite talented and they have a lot of skills. And today I'm joined by solar installators in the studio, but we do not stop there. We went out and about to engage a lot of other young people about the different skills that they have. We have a photographer, we have an artist, we have a mechanic coming on the pipeline. So we have a very, very packed show. Make sure to stay tuned. And do not forget, the theme for this year has to do with the role of young people in peace building and conflict resolution. Young people have skills, and when they do, and there's no peace, obviously, what is going to happen? Nothing, absolutely. So peace and development go side by side, and young people have a huge role to play when it comes to peace. This involves hate speech or anything that you might call it, because these are some of the things that actually lead to conflicts in different countries. So let us as young people come together and promote peace during these times to ensure that we move forward as a country. It's about our personal development as young people, and that is what World Youth Skills Day seeks to recognize. And I am joined here by Mariama Sach as well as Fatoumata Tarawale, who are both solar installators, wishing you that have the amazing skills, the very unique skills, a happy World Youth Skills Day. So on this day, how do you feel, Mariama and Fatoumata? Good evening.
Good evening, viewers. My name is Mariama Sach. It's a pleasure to see that the world is celebrating people with skill, because people with skill are change makers. Because with the skill you have, you can do a lot of things, and it's really a pleasure to see that the world is celebrating us.
All right, Fatoumata?
Good evening, everyone. I'm very happy, honestly, because if people are celebrating skill work, that means we're important in the society, and then people need us every day. So I'm just overwhelmed.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I want to be in your shoes. Having the special skills that, kuneka muna jok neka journalist. Why do kuneka muna jok neka solar installator? So we should be giving you guys your flowers because you deserve it. So moving on, how did this come about? The issue of, going into vocational education training, because obviously we know in Gambia it's about you go to school, you learn the sciences, the math, the English, and all of that. But what is the story behind, the skill that you've developed over the years?
Okay, before I was into skill, I was doing software application at GTMI. So when I complete my software application, what I wanted to do was nursing. So I did the application and I was shortlisted, but during that time I lost my dad. So now I wasn't able to have someone to pay for me to do nursing. So then there was this project, the TechFit project sponsored by the GIZ. So I said, let me give a chance. So, but when I entered in the field, it was like, this is the way forward. And I love the field. I can say just like 3 months after starting the course, then it's like the passion was building in me. I like to make research on skills. So at first I thought solar was just only for the village people that will need the service. But at the end I see there are a lot of benefits in the Gambia with renewable energy, and also like the chance of people studying renewable energy is very low. So with that I said now I can be a mentor to many youth so that we can train them, educate them, and also be their mentor so that they can be in the skill.
All right, Fatoumata?
Okay, it was started in
Is it the same story?
2019.
Yeah.
Well, I did commerce.
Okay,
yes.
I did commerce too.
Yeah, I did commerce, and I wanted to study ACCA.
Okay.
So before the results were out, I was just sitting at home doing nothing.
Yeah.
Then someone that I call a mentor sent me the TechFit application.
Right.
Then I applied. So when we got the scholarship, I was also onto a mentorship program by Salimatu Foundation for Education.
Right.
So through the mentorship program, women were there that did civil engineering, others mechanics. So I was like, okay, if these people can do it, why not me? And also Iron has started together, so we always advise each other, and then we are like, okay, I think
like
it's better
that.
we should do it. Yeah. So we started loving it, and then here we are today. Since 2019, we never stop. We don't relent anything people say. We just tell them, and that is what we love. That is why we are here.
All right, so let's take a look at a skill that is related to what you do. I was out and about and I interviewed a mechanic on World Youth Skills Day. So let's take a look at the amazing work that he's doing down there at Westville. And when we come back, we'll take a look at something quite innovative that you decided to do with your team. So we'll just take a look at that and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
At Ibo Town. Foofu laa jàngee métier bi because maa ngi nekkoon school after bu demee ne ma xamante school bi demaatut after si laa stop ma toppa si métier bi ma dem jànga si ma métier so after dem ma ñëw fii 2012 laa ubbi fii nii so si ma ñëw fii 2012 alhamdulilah ba léegi fii laa si nekka te si job bi laa amee fii laa takkee jabar si laa toppatoo suma doom yi ba instant nii métier bari na njëriñ trop because dafa ay nit def lu bari because soo jàngee métier nga mun ko da nga bàyyi tapale da nga bàyyi lu bari so doo am toog tamit di xam ne yaa ngi toog si koñ yi di naan sangara o di naan ataaya yu noonu sometimes doo ko dee tal mun ngaa si place bi sax mun ngaa ñëw di naan ataaya fii sax because liggéey dafa ànda loo xamante ne moom dafa attract customer yi ñu gën a ñëw am na customer yi am na te dañoo ñëw si yow bëgg nañ ataaya yaa understand weesul liggéey yaa understand waaw waaye maa xam ne métier bi daal am na njëriñ trop ku ko am nag doo ko rëccu yeah because mun na laa dimbale lu bari fekk yow wéeruloo si nit dépend loo si nit daal mun ngaa dépend sa boppa yeah pour yombal yut si liggéey yaa understand ëpp ñu place yi yaa understand so war nañ am place yi xamante ne yut si mun nañ dem fa liggéey yaa understand because instant soo ko xoolee ñun si highway bi la ñoo liggéey te nga bii du standard place just nga dañoo def waaye suñu amee standard place fa xamante ne nit yi mun nañ faa dem yaa understand ñu jox ñu nit ñi ñu mën a am seen place yi kenn ku nekk ak si sa yut si Gambia yi because ñu fu nekk ni man tukuma maa ngi toog so man fii laa yaakaar te fii laa war a def lu nekk yaa understand so su ko famee bara dimbale nit ñi place yi am moo nekk effet gis na rarance dañu dee aye fii sax inside because ama time ba xamante dañu wane fii is a highway so yow soo ñu daxee fii ñu lan la ñoo def léegi so that's the problem so waaye suñu ubbalee yu si li fi ne am ne fu xamante ne ay workshop la ku mun a ren suñ koo ren sax ñu ren ko sax da ngaa gis ñu mun nañ koo ren di si liggéey duñu am jafe-jafe yooyu noonu waaye raam naa ne sometimes suñu opéré fii moo tax ma wàññi rayda fii daf doon busy ay rayda dama day liggéey suba ba guddi yaa understand ma wàcc waaye because of ñoom seen tax ay yooyu noonu tax force bi ak seen lifini moo tax ma wàññi ting si so ma limite ko yaa ba fii balaa ma en place yaa suma business daal dama bëgg a dem mu dem si kanam rek loolu laa gën a bëgg a because sanga soo ko xoolee xoolal fii left to right da ngaa gis ndoy bari suma onda la nekka te ñii tamit seen péré si den lay yaakaar si ñoom pour ñoom tamit ñu mën a def nekka dara ëllëg you see so moo tax ñu isi ma xale yi yëpp am na sax ñu xam ne ñëwul so because tey julli la nii xam nga tamxarit am na ñoo xamante ne fu ñu dëkk dafa sori du mun a ñëw ba fii nii yaa understand yeah jaama su amee dafa si stabilité da ngaa gis ne jaama rek moo mun a tax benn sa mën a liggéey soo am tey jaama doo mun a liggéey ndaa du dëgg waaw jaama suñ ko maintenir rek liggéey dana dem si kanam waaw loolu moom comme métier rek moo ko waral kenn ku nekk su amee fu mu fogos jaama dana am waaw waaye comme gathering together ni ay yeneen li fi moo de isi ay yëfi misunderstanding ay problème yooyu waaye kenn ku nekk su amee lu mu def si brain am rek di ko busy du def ay yeneen fitina because dafa am lu moo dundale boppam du tal yeneen yi du tal yeneen waste time yi because mu ngi busy because man right now ni soo ma xoolee du ma tal yeneen isul yaa xamante ne dama isi lay fitina li ma tal mooy fii ak ma dugal ko suma poos pour suma family. Happy World Youth Skills Day. Wow.
Happy World Youth Skills Day. Nice. Like I said, we have a packed show today. We're taking a look at different sectors. We're just not focusing. And I'm happy that he talked about the issue of the theme. You know, jama so ame, kuneka busy, am loy def. Am nga ñaka loy def. Mo de tax, you know, yena wahi digina, yena chowi di am. Why so busy, neka si dara, bepare theme bi this year lola ote. Theme bi mune, young people li, lan lañ muna participate si peace ak conflict resolution xam nga loolu nit su waree mun a dem ba di si contribute dafa fekk kooku mu jàpp si dara nekk si waaye ku nekkut si dara nag opposite bi la moo def unfortunately waaye we are glad ne he highlighted all of those things so part of the work that you guys are doing, you have a very, very amazing innovation, which is a multi-carriage cart that you guys innovated, where you're trying to solve the issue of people selling food and all of that, and we even have videos of that. We'll be showing it shortly, so that the whole public will know that young people in the Gambia are quite innovative, using their skill to come up with different things. How did this idea come about? Obviously, with whatever business that you're doing, you're trying to solve a problem, which I already hinted: vendors, hygiene, and all of that.
Okay, it all started in October 21st when the government announced the ban of food vendors in the street because of the road expansion. And also, like, while we are working, sometimes when you have free time, you normally go into TikTok. So while we are in TikTok, we see very emotional stories where women are crying. Some of them, they were destroying their how to call it, their stands. So with that, it was very, very emotional. And most of them, they are old people, they are like our parents. So we decided as a team and said, what can we do to solve this problem? So that's why we come up with this solar multifunctional card, because this solar multifunctional card is powered by green energy, that is a solar system, and also it have a lot of service. That's mean, like most of the food vendors, they sell only one thing, and like the revenue they have is very, very small. But this motivational card, they can have a lot of service that they can provide to the people, and also like they can have huge money, and also they can sustain their family. And it's something that is mobile. You can move from one place to another. And all the card is being registered.
All right, I like it. So when do you plan to introduce this to the market, and how easy to use is it? It looks very bagas, so I don't know, Fatoumata.
Okay, well, the solar card has a carrier that you can use and move around wherever you want to.
Okay.
And currently we're marketing it, right? We are already into it, yes, for people that are interested. But it's the first thing that we innovated, and then we got some feedbacks.
Okay.
Others are like, okay, it is big, we won't be able to use it, or maybe nakala use it, that and all that.
The technical know-how.
Exactly. So with all that, we still hoping to have another one which is going to suit them, because there are others that they will be able to use. But there are other vendors that are like, okay, I just want to focus on one thing. So that is what we are going to build for them.
Okay. So already, this is the research stage, the pilot stage, where you're trying to, check. But how did it actually come about? You talked about the fact that time bobu nono, you don't have road expansion. With the road expansion, we don't have lenen. Why this specific idea? Let more click. I'm fine. Explain gane. Dañ doon génné nit ñi ci mbéray ak all of that, but with the design and everything am na lu click, because consider ngeen taw, consider ngeen lu bari dal.
Okay, while the design take a lot of time, is because it took us almost 6 months before we were able to be done, because we consider a lot of factors. The first thing we considered was the heat, because this card is going to be iron, and also iron and heat, and also it's going to have a solar panel, which is also a conductor. There will be electricity. So we factor all that out, because there is a system that we put in place. We call it our secret room, because that is where all the work takes place, because there was few similar cars in the Gambia, but most of them are not working because of this factor. And also, when it comes to the rainy season, it have a seal. Like when you are selling, it comes with we put there an umbrella. So that with the umbrella, when you are selling, the umbrella will be like a shield. Sort of, And also with the solar system inside, there are breakers that are put in place.
Nice.
And also there is a, data collector in the card. That is the charge controller. With this data collector, we'll be able to connect everything. Like for instance, if we give the card to a food vendor and we ask you that this is the specific things that you should put on the card. If you put on things that are not included in the budget,
indicate it.
when we come to do the survey with the data, we'll be able to know the appliance you use. And also with this data, it serves as a form of just like a meter. That means if we give you the card, we wanted to put there a GPS sort of, so that when we have a workshop, when we are working at the workshop, we'll be able to monitor the card. Like anywhere the card is going, we'll be able to see the card. And also in case of theft, because sometimes you can give the card to someone, and also like the person can go with the card. So with that GPS, it will be a form of location, with the card. And also like with these breakers, they are all DC breakers, because it's difficult to see Gambian using DC breakers. DC breakers are like direct current, because most of the breakers we use here are normally AC. So we put there a system in a way that it will be very, very difficult for someone to take this card. And
Oh,
also,
nice.
like with the solar panel, is something that you can bring down when you're done selling, put it inside, and it also have a locker. When you lock the card and keep it in your house, no one will even know that this is a card containing solar system. They will just think that it's just a box.
So
that is
it's
sitting
like
there.
so discreet and all of that.
Yes.
Nice. Do you want to add on anything, Fatimata?
Well, she said everything.
Yeah.
Well, the most important part is the DC thing, because even the advantage we have over some solar installators is that most of them do not know that when you do installation for a particular system, there are certain protection that you have to do it.
Okay.
But with the solar card, it has all the protection in it.
And
If
it's
you-
your own little secret.
Exactly. And she talked about the iron part of
Yeah.
it too. You can see that our secret room, when we were installing it, we brainstormed a lot. Ne, okay, li iron la, li kurang la, naka dañ ko
Ko
defee.
defee
You know,
bem-
sometimes you just
Ah,
sit
waay,
and
maa
you
leen
got
bugga waay.
confused. But at the end, we came up with a solution, and with the help of our advisor too as well. She is also our trainer.
Okay.
Yeah, she was the one that also told us, yes, you have to do it like this, then it will be protected. So that is why it is just unique and it's one of a kind.
Ah, protect leen ko de.
And that is why
Jamano neexut de.
even with the secret room,
Waaw.
and also with
Secret
the way
room
we did
boobu
the
nag laay wax
installation,
fii.
we all protect it under the IP. We protect it as a trade secret,
Okay.
and we also protect it as a utility model. That's mean in the Gambia right now, no one can have the same model of the card.
Okay, all right, that is safe then. That is very, very safe. So let's just you know, stop the conversation here and go and take a look at another young person and the amazing work that they're doing with their skill. Let's take a I went to Lika Shattit, who's a photographer who started very young and mentored by Alaji Manka. Let's take a look at his journey. We'll be right back.
My name is Malik Njai. Yeah. A brand called Lika Shot, a photographic brand. It's a long story, but we can cut it short. Lika Shot came about. The Lika come from my name Malik, and then the shot came from the photos. Yeah, I think. Basically, I was not a photographer, so I was a fashion designer. I tailor showing up and down. So I attended a school, but at the end it wasn't favorable for me, so I have to pay the school fees and other stuff. So I decided to be a photographer so that I can pay the school fees. So I went to Senegal to understand more about art and photographic and then how I want to do it. So by then I was using my iPhone 5 to take very nice sunsets on the beach, and then that's when I started developing to be a photographer till today. It's hard, it's so hard, but the only thing I have to do is head up, work hard, and then go for it. Everything is possible because I have seen a lot of people making it in the Gambia here, so nothing comes. So the journey is not easy because there are ups and downs. Sometimes you buy equipment, the following day they are gone or somebody spoiled it, so you have to buy again. So, and then those equipments are so expensive. So I always say that photographic is more of it's more art. What you can see and what others can see, they're different. So what are your angles and what do you want to put in your frame? So that's the most important part. So for me, what makes me stand out is I want to take proper angles, make sure the background is good, to frame you properly, to tell stories. I wanna tell stories by people looking at your images. So people looking at your images properly and then knowing that Malik go through this or somebody like Ibrahim go through this or someone else. So telling the story is the most important part. That's why my photos are unique. Yeah, this is so important because I've seen many of my brothers going through this bad way. Why did I not go? Because I have my skills too, and then working hard with my skills give me the money that I want or whatever I want to buy. So having the skill is more important because you will not end up risking your life inside the sea or going to America, Nicaragua, because I know somebody named Alaji Manka. He's my mentor, and then he made it in the Gambia. Today he can travel wherever he wants to travel. So because of his skills, that's why he's where he is today. So I always look up to him so that my skills are important. They are my weapon. They are my savior on art. I think without peace, nobody will stay in Gambia here because peace is the most important part. If you see me going to work till midnight or wherever I can go to work, it's because of the country is peaceful. So without the peace that we are having, nothing will move. Like you can remember back in 2016, when this political crisis happened, everybody left because the country wasn't peaceful by that time. But because of peace, everybody is back now, and then going back to their business, and the business is operating. Happy World Youth Skills Day. Thank you.
All right, Lika Shottets also say Happy World Youth Skills Day. So ladies, I know the theme this year is not giving any focus to gender, but you know, if you read through the UN website, you would see that, you know, there's also another direction that they're taking when it comes to gender empowerment and skills. And you're doing a very male-dominated field. You know, how did you maneuver, especially with family, with friends, you know, with even boyfriends? I don't know. But you never know. It's hard. If getting married sometimes, you're going to get pregnant. You know, how do you think about all of those things?
Okay, for me to start, my family have been very helpful.
Okay.
Because sometimes when I go for work, we close very late, sometimes by 1 or 2. But anytime to go back home, there is someone always waiting for me at Johnson or at Westfield to come and collect me.
Nice.
Which is really amazing. And also, like, they're always there for me. I can say that. Anything I want with this skill. Because if they don't believe, at first they don't believe in me. Okay. Because they believe I was just wasting my time. But after when they see that I'm putting my passion and also I'm doing everything possible in this skill, so at the end they were like, okay, because if they don't support me, I cannot be where I am right now.
Okay, so they ended up supporting you.
Yes.
All right, Fatoumata?
Yes, my parents too have been very supportive, especially my dad. I'm the only child, so it was a little bit, you know.
Yeah, my only child is doing this.
For him, he doesn't have that problem because he has that belief in me. This is what I want. For my mom, sometimes like she'll be like, because if I come and tell her, this is what I want to do, she'll tell me, Fatima, today you want to do this, tomorrow you want to do that, next tomorrow you want to do this. But at the end, she was like, okay, this is what you really want to do, we are going to support you with it. Amazing. Even though some were supporting that I wanted to do ACCA, but the moment I changed, it was a little bit difficult. And also the society, it was a problem at first because some of them will even tell us, you're working at KMC Mbalit, you collect garbage. Because there was a day we were going to school and then someone said it. I didn't hear, she did. Okay. Because if I had, I would respond to that person because I know the person.
You were going to give him the finger. You were going to be like, excuse me, talk to the hand. What are you doing?
But she was like, let's go. Because they thought we were just wasting our time. Plus, some didn't even ask exactly what we were doing. They just saw the overall thing and then they concluded. But at the end, when they understood that we were into the male-dominated field, and they would be like, okay, we're proud of you. We're proud of you. And I would tell her, Mariam, but now today they say they are proud of us because we are doing it.
KMC. Am the discrimination ak wahi ni la day ñëwé. Nañ leen ñu bay suñ xel because xam nga on World Youth Skills Day sa dañ wara waxtané li moy la lu am solo. Because in as much as ñun dañ buga government support def li leen war government seen rule la. Lolu amul waxale. Development partners yi dañ ñëw di dimbale. Waaye ñun tamit as ndaw sometimes nga gis ñuy xawa tanantu the skill that we are doing. Meeting na nak ñun ñëpp understand nañ sometimes you want to do this is not what you want to do. While sometimes the success that you're looking for daf dee nekk si yow li nga xeeb. Li nga xeeb dafa dee mën a nekk. For example, man, okay, fine, I always wanted to be a journalist, but I always had law in front of journalism at some point. And then later it was either this or this. And then I came to this and then I'm okay with it. So sometimes, fok rek nga muna gamble, jël lu available, first hand, pour lenen wara muna ñëw. So di nga gis ne that was so discriminatory pour nit mu wane jël kati mbalit KMC. Because ñooñu tamit loolu mooy seen liggéey. Foofu la ñoo daanee seen doole di sutura seen boppa. Ñu war leen ko nangul at the end of the day. So sometimes societal pressure bi tamit nañ si wax boobu daf tey mën a affect the whole processes.
Exactly. But we just believe in ourselves and that's it. You talk about the married thing.
Wow, you have to say it.
Yes.
Because sometimes I halane come here, man, I'm jekar. Here, I'm not looking good enough.
Regarding that, you might even have someone that wants to marry you and the person is not in support of what you are doing. I would just say it's simple. If the person is not in support of what you are doing, find your way because your passion is what you are following and that is what you love. I am married. I am married. And my husband...
Why Fatima nak yow ko yap? Yow ñun mag yi man malen mag ayen man xalé yi légui man waru na de. So am nga jëkkër ni.
I have a husband
Baax na,
and
jeex na.
he's very supportive,
Masha
honestly.
Allah.
Even before I got married to
Masha
him, he
Allah.
always support and he loves what I am doing. So I don't have a problem with that. My family are okay with it. My husband is okay with it. And
That's
who
it,
are you
you're
to
doing
tell
it.
me
Yeah.
you're what Lord definitely?
Okay.
And if you're pregnant, how will you do with the work?
Is-
Our
is
trainers.
that something that's scaring you?
No.
Be
It
honest
was,
to me.
it was scaring me. But our trainers, both of them are female. They got married, they had their kids, and they are still in the field.
Okay.
So we look up to them. I was like, okay, if they are into it and they are still okay with it, and there's nothing that's even stopping them from doing their work.
Despite being
then
pregnant.
why are we afraid or saying that, okay, so much say you do more common them? I believe if you, even no matter the type of work you are doing, when you are pregnant and then you have a child, there's a period that you have to rest. And after that, you can continue from where you stop.
Waaye sa liggéey bi is demanding naka nga ko dee balance nga nekk xale am sa jëkkër war a def loo war a def and then you have to go to the field sol sa jee dem ñëw soo ñëwee nga change sa overall bi war a sol yére yi nga xamante ne ñun ñëpp xam nañ that's what you're supposed to wear. Like how do you do it? It's magical, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I believe everything that you are doing, you just have to do your own planning.
Wow.
Nga schedule sa time. Okay, from this period to this period, suma liggéey la lii laa war a def. And from that, nga continue si loo war a def. But so schedule sa bopp, nga plan sa routine si, it's going to be very difficult. That's why we have a team. If I am busy at home, Mariama is there, Mosan is there, another person is there, they will be able to step in. And if I told you we were not, I was working alone also, yet still, I will find someone that I will attach so that if I am busy at a certain point, that person will step in.
Okay.
So to me, it's not difficult.
mu ngi am daal nu mu war a amee.
No.
Jeex na non man Fatoumatta mi daal dama dem toog mu jël ma classes. Wow, man loolu lay def. So Mariama, are you scared? You're not married yet.
Yeah, no.
Do you sometimes feel scared about the fact that, oh, I'm not gonna get the person I deserve, you know? Because, okay, nañ waxante dëgga. Gambia society bi dañ ko defaree noo xamante ne luñ la dee njëkka ñaanal yàlla nga am jëkkër. Like they feel like you're supposed to have the jëkkër for you to be able to complete. Nañ nangu. That's how the society is. And num si munti mel ku nekk da nga war a sëy because sëy tamit jaamu yàlla la li nga xamante ne la dañ ko war a def lu bokk si suñ life circle la at the end of the day. But sometimes they make it so scary and all of that. So how do you deal with that? And how do you intend to even deal with it?
Okay, for me, I can say like it's difficult to be honest because like the expectation I have, especially from my family members, they are like, "You mom, yang si liggéey fii rek maa di nga am jëkkër."
Wow.
So, but for me, I always tell them, I always say this thing. I know that this work is my first husband right now. Since now I'm not married, so this work is my husband.
Yeah.
It's very difficult, especially with the society, because sometimes people say certain things to you. It really is really painful.
Yeah.
But because sometimes, example, you'll be going down, they will tell you, xool ko kii de moom du gaaw a dem sëy dafa nekk fi bu ko dangalante ak góor yi.
Wow.
So, but they don't know that you are not doing that. You're just following your dreams. And also by following your dreams, sometimes the risk is there. So it's very, very difficult. But what I always say is, if you love what you are doing, any man you have, the man have to support you. And if the man cannot support what you are doing, for me, I prefer to stay with my skill and not to get married.
moom nag wax métti la de waaye nañ calm down nañ neexal affaire bi parce que lii live télévision la gaa yaa ngi laa seetaan te xamuloo ñana si bugga waaye ok xam naa ne they are reasonable people and I'm happy ne Fatoumata sëy na loolu rek exemple la pour ñun ñëpp ñu gis ne Fatoumata sëy na am na jëkkëram at her age and she's doing her thing so am na ñu nga xam ne they are reasonable am na ñu reasonable ñu nekk si biti ñi nga xam ne dinañu ko nangul ne this is the job that we are doing te si kaw loolu they will marry us ba pare ñu ndanka ak gaay dina am.
Let's pray that God give us.
Kañ dafa am.
With the way people are being aware now, ne jigéen they are into the field and some like you said there are others that they even be proud and say okay suma jabar mu ngi def solar installation.
Wow, dañ la dee proud to even show you out, you know.
So the way things are going, I believe everything is going to be fine.
Okay, that's good. So we'll just open the lines. We have a final insert of that we will show, but before that, we'll just open the lines on 50500505, 50500505. It's right in front of the screen. Take it, call, and tell us what your expectations are, or what you think about young people who have skills in the Gambia. What are some of the challenges and all of that? So make sure when you call, do not listen from your television. If you want, off your television completely, you know, so that when we'll be able to hear each other, there will be no echo. You know, when the Jarankas have phones
Yes.
and then they call. I know when Nyominka will not do this.
No.
Nyominka,
We are very civilized.
Nyominka, you sing
Yes.
call, nyom then they face and television, you deglu from the phone. But when the Jarankas are calling, nyom they will just turn the volume to 100. Master Nyom Aliu Sisi. They will turn the volume to 100 and then they will want to use the phone as well. So please let us do it that way. So what are the technical challenges that exist? What are some of the technical challenges that actually exist? So we already have a call on the line before we get that question. Good evening.
Hello, Zainab, how?
Fine, thank you. What is your name? Oh, we actually lost that. So what are some of the technical challenges, Mariama, that actually exist in the job that you're doing?
Okay, for me, I can say the first challenges I faced was height. I was afraid of height.
Ooh.
Yes, because I can say the first day we went for a walk and I was up. That day was history.
So, dangar height.
Yes, I was very, very afraid.
Okay.
And also, you know, because of my height, so when I was up, it was
Okay,
very,
so we
very
have
difficult.
another caller.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Good evening.
Yeah. Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. What is your name?
My name is Sharif.
Where are you calling us from?
I'm calling Yolambamba. I am really appreciate this program anyway.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, definitely. What's the name of that guy? Fatmata. I like the way he's talking anyway.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. I really appreciate it, you know.
All right. Thanks
Yeah,
a lot.
thank you very much. Thank you
Yeah,
very
so
much.
what do you think about skills in the Gambia? Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. So when you call, we would like to know what you think about skills and skills acquisition in the Gambia. So yo dangaragal high.
Yes. Then there was an issue, but at the end, like it was okay. I was used to it, and also like most of the challenges we face is like when we are working up. You know, sometimes when you are working on on the roof, you need some protection, like this harness, and like most of them we don't have it.
Okay.
So it's very, very difficult because when you are working, safety is very important.
Very, very important.
And for you to consider your safety, you should be very, 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 very careful. Yes, that's why when we are working, we take our time, and also when we are up, we always make sure we don't allow you to be up alone.
Okay.
We make sure you'll be there with someone to support you because we don't have the equipment.
The equipment. We have another caller on the line. Good evening.
Yes, good evening. How are you?
Fine, thank you. What is your name?
I am Bambo Bayo.
All right. So what's your take on the show, Skills and Skills Acquisition in the Gambia?
Yeah. Well, I'm so proud to see Mariama, I don't know, her colleague.
And Fatumata.
And Fatmata, yes. I'm so proud of these people. Mariama was my student at ABC.
Nice.
Mariama is Mr. Bayo, Bambo.
Mr. Bayo.
Yeah.
I'm so proud to see you get to this level. I've been following you on Facebook, and I've seen the great job that you are doing.
Amazing.
Keep it up, keep it up.
Thank you
We are
so
so
much.
proud of you guys. Keep it up.
Thank you so much.
Yes. So I think we should all encourage, especially ladies. I won't call them girls now. They are
Yeah.
ladies now, to go into this skills jobs.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
it's so important. It's motivating. I think Mariama has set the standard. She never allow her work to be a mediocre job. So I'm really so proud. I'm really so proud. Keep it up. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
so
Thank you
much.
so much for calling in. Thank you. All right. So the heights, and later you got used to it, and then the safety aspect as well.
Yes, because safety is very, very important. Because one thing we always emphasize when working is to be in our safety gears. Because you don't know where accident is to occur. So when you're working, being skillful, if you're doing any other skill, always consider your safety first.
Okay.
Always make sure you are fully protected. Because accident is, no one knows when it is to happen.
No
so we
one
should
knows.
be very, very careful.
Very, very important. Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. What is your name and where are you calling us from?
My name is Amisaj. I'm from Ibo Town. I'm Mariama's sister.
Oh, so you are Mariama's sister. So tell us, how was the journey, Mariama acquiring the skills to become a solar technician and all of that? You have a clue about it.
Yeah, I have a clue about it. The journey was not that easy, but everyone was supporting, especially my elder brother.
Nice.
Yeah, and everyone is proud of him in the family, and I can say that she's the best.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Amazing. And Fatoumata is here as well. You know, they're trying to do this job together.
She is my favorite.
Oh, nice. Oh, nice.
Yeah, I used to call him my favorite. They are struggling a lot. Honestly, they are struggling a lot. May Allah continue to bless them, and all their families are proud of them.
Amen. Amen.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. I can see you guys blushing. You know, you have every right to, you know. So the safety aspects, but I think that should be improved on, right?
Yes.
You know, what can be done to ensure these are available? Hana duñ ko dé mëna jënd Gambia wala luy problème bi?
No, most of these safety aspects, they are not available. Like harness, I don't see a sub-selling harness. Harness, these are what you wear. It comes with a rope. So that's mean when you are walking up, if you have to fall down, you will be between the rope. Yes, but you will not fall down.
Okay.
We check in many shops, but I haven't seen it yet. Maybe it's available, but I haven't seen it yet. Yes.
Okay.
That is very important because when you are installing solar system, you are always on top. So being protected, yes, is very, very easy, difficult. And you know, we are girls, we are ladies, you know, so we should be very, very careful because like when you have certain injuries, you know, when you are a lady, you should be having children and also you will be taking care of yourself. Sometimes when you have certain injury, this will be something that can even change your life.
Yeah, that is very, very, very true. So Fatoumata, what were the challenges for you at a personal level taking on the job? What were some of your fears that you overcame eventually?
Okay. One is the electrical part.
Kurang de ken ñemeñu ko.
Starting it was not that easy because even the person that when we started the project, it was the COVID-19, and then we created an apprenticeship for ourselves.
Okay.
So the person we are working with, that person, I think, something like that, because he doesn't fare electricity.
Yeah.
So when we are working, we'll be like, bull on meter with it. So a lot of them waste sometimes because at that
because
moment.
they off meter.
Exactly. No, on that. So for him, he doesn't want that off. He just want it to be on, and then you work. He'll be like, sometimes you go to certain places, they are working. They are working.
Yeah.
And then you cannot just off
them. Yeah. So, but we have a caller on the line. We'll get back to that. Good evening.
Hello, good evening, Jenova.
Hi. What's your name?
I'm Mariama Tina.
All right, Mariama. What's your take on the show today? We're discussing skills.
I'm so excited with the two ladies in front.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for them.
Thank you.
Like, I'm excited right now as a lady. They're having this power and also doing this invention as a solar system. I'm happy for them.
Yeah.
About the solar system they were doing, so there was a day in our house here. I was just installing our dining room lamp. So my grandma was like, yo, definitely, yo, digging or something like that. I would be like, la motax mu nekk di wax loolu liggéey open discrimination yow jigéen nga yow góor nga war nga koo def mu nekk jigéen bi war nga koo def buñ xool ne kii di jigéen la wala góor la war koo def and right now I'm a nursing student, so we're gonna continue with my electricity work.
Nice. You can do both. You can do both. You can do both of them.
I'm a nursing student, so I guess here before the end of the year, I also want to continue with my electricity work.
Yeah, mun nga def ñaari yépp. Légui ken defatut ñaari liggéey. Ken defatut bena liggéey. Bena liggéey man sax yeen tamit. Fu réew mi tollu. Da nga def ñaari liggéey pour mëna survive. Masha Allah, defal sa ñaari liggéey. Am sa multiple income streams, am xaalis.
Exactly.
So we have another caller on the line. Good evening. Good evening. Can you hear me? Good evening. Yeah, we lost it. Yeah, so multiple income streams. Moy doxal dëkk léegi. Benn income stream do them. You have to have multiple because one job cannot pay the bills. So it's normal. Don't be afraid. It's normal to do 1, 2, 3 things to be able to pay your bills. It's very, very normal, and good luck with that. Fatoumata?
Yeah, so it was a challenge. Honestly, on my side, it was a challenge because dafa overjël time bala ma mëna understand the system bi ma mëna mean. Yeah, when it comes to the height too, sometimes you go to work in certain places where they don't have the ladders that you need, for example. So mun nga dem nga fekk fa len nga taxaw. Man, I always query with her. We have she has an advantage and I have an advantage. That's why we work together since 2019.
Okay.
She is tall, I am short.
Okay.
There are certain areas ne su fekkee moom dafa war a taxaw pour mu liggéey loolu noonu daf ko oversonal because of her height. Su fekkee place la foo xamante dafa ndaw man mun naa tëdd or do anything ma mun koo def. So loolu moo tax su ma waxee ne height rombal fii man dama la sut man tam dama ko dee wax sometimes.
That's fair enough. We have a caller on the line. Okay. Yeah, we lost the caller. So you guys have your arguments sometimes. Anyway, let's go and take a look at our final video, which has to do with Martha. So Martha is actually a young girl who's very talented, who wants to, you know, take her talent, which is being an artist, to the next level. She's very, very ambitious, and I'm so excited about what the future holds for her. Let's take a look at this video, and we'll be right back.
My name is Martha Mendy. I realized my passion through phone. Like I just sat like during the summer when I was in grade 11. I was so bored at home. Then I sit down and decided to draw, just draw. So I drew one artist in Brikama, one Majahu artist by the name Pascal. I was sketching just for fun. Then at the end I realized I got his face. So I posted it on my status. Then people were reposting, complimenting it, you are good. Then one of his friends sent it to him. He saw it and appreciated. He took me out to show appreciation and encouraged me to keep doing it. I want to take Gambia Talents to the next level. My dream in the next 2 or 1 year, I want to be in Britain's Got Talent, draw the 4 judges of Britain's Got Talent, Bruno, Simon Cowell, Amanda and Aisha, and surprise them in an audition of Britain's Got Talent. I'm a graduate. I'm recently studying computing, diploma in computing, and I want to be a professional artist. I want to study more of arts, yes, and I want to do it in abroad, Europe or America, because that is where arts is. In the Gambia here, there is arts, but it is not deep. We do not learn it deep. So I have been following other artists around the world. I see that the arts outside Africa is more than that which is in the Gambia. Ghana and Nigeria is also good. I wish to study in those countries too, if possible, and also be a specialist in computing. Arts in the Gambia is difficult, it's so challenging because I will talk about the materials first. The materials we have in the Gambia here are not much, and they are not advanced, they are not good materials. In Ghana and Nigeria, they have materials that they can use to draw like tears, but I can do it, but I know I use efforts, but then they use their materials to just make it realistic like that. So those materials are not here, and if you are to order them, it's very expensive. A set is 10,000. When I went to the State House to present my work to the Vice President, he gave me some money and I used them to buy some materials in the Gambia that are exported, and they are very expensive. So I also use my savings to buy, but I still don't get the ones I need, my dream materials. So materials are talent is very important because it's a gift from God. And investing on talent is not a waste, because it's through talent that we can raise the country's flag high. Like the footballers, when they go for AFCON, everybody is happy. Everybody is happy because they are representing the country with just talent. Talent is great, and I think everybody should have it. And it's hard to realize your passion, but when you realize it, you should embrace it and focus on it. So be committed to it. And we should not look down on what God gives us. Talent is something that is that is given to us by God. So, and we have different talents. Like people like me, I'm an artist. If it's some girls, they'll say this is boys' work, like painting and other stuff. This is boys' work. But no, there is no talent that is for boys and girls. Footballers, we have female footballers, and they are doing so well. So, if you realize your passion, if you realize your talent, you should embrace it and be committed to it. Happy World Youth Skills Day.
All right, Martha says happy World Youth Skills Day as well. So I have a special request for Martha. You see, this is a very ambitious young girl who wants to be an artist. There's no art school in Gambia. She had an opportunity to actually go and study outside of the Gambia, but unfortunately the person that was supposed to sponsor her passed away. So right now we are trying to, mobilize resources and talk to different people to actually help sponsor this girl get admission at another country. She actually already has admission. Right now we are trying to mobilize resources to actually pay for her to go and study this abroad. This is what she loves. If you are out there, you're a philanthropist, or you're just anybody who feels like you're in a position of helping this young Martha pursue her dreams, please let us know. Contact us with the numbers that you see in front of the screen. Any number, if you call and say that you have a request to support Martha, we will take your details and we will connect you to Martha, and you'll be able to talk to her to support her. Martha, we love you. Keep doing what you do. Do not be discouraged, and eventually you will get to where you want to see yourself. We have a caller on the line. Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening.
Na Mariama Saaj.
Mu ngi nii.
Jafu Bajen.
Jafu ngeen def.
Na def yaay cool.
maa ngi fine.
Seen programme neex na.
Jërëjëf waay.
Yal na Yàlla yokkal leen ba ngeen yëg ko.
Amiin.
Ngeen toog bañ leen a dégg feneen fu raw Gambia.
Amiin.
Yàlla yaagal leen seen liggéey bi am barke.
Amiin.
Toog ba njëriñ si ñëpp ñu si bokk ak ñu si bokkul.
Amiin
yaa rabbi.
Inshallah.
Yow tamit yal na buñ séddaale sa gannaaw. Yow it yal na buñ séddaale sa gannaaw.
Amiin.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
All right, so it seems we just have we have another caller. Might be our final caller. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Mila dama bëgg ci programme bi.
Wa yang si biir naka nga tudda?
Man la Hadijatu Madam Tarawale.
Hadijatu Madam Tarawale, yow lan nga foog si skills si biir dëkk bi? Skills, naka nga gisee skills si biir dëkk bi?
Mashallah, ci TV moom ñu def lu ñu.
Wa ma ne skills. Kooku mbaadu jaaranka?
Suma yaay la.
Naka la gisee métier bi? Waaye dafa mel ni 5 minutes moo ñu dese wala 6 minutes su ko defee xëj na dañ mën a jël one last caller rek su ko defee ñu tëjee boobu noonu. So wax ngeen about the challenges. So tey, what is the way forward, Fatoumata? Xam nga, because I'm sure ne amul leen office, it's not quite structured. So what is the way forward for you and your team?
Well, right now, office, to have a physical location, loolu lañ nekk di uti. Suñ amee physical location, then it's going to be very easy for people to get to us. Because ñeneen through telephones sometimes that they
Fatoumata, ñu ne sa gorong si line bi. Assalamu alaikum.
Waalaikum salam. Suma gox bi suma nene Fataw bu département de
Ngoog, masha Allah. Yow naka nga gisee liggéey Fatoumata bi, anti?
Liggéey waalaikum salam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Madam Fatoumata Tarawale Jiba.
Waaw.
Madam Jiba.
Waaw, dëgg la. Naka nga
Fatoumata.
waa léegi dag ñoo déglu si téléphone bi soo dégloo si télé bi téléphone bi dafa loo soo ñu dégloo si télé bi rek duñ déggante
déedéet man si téléphone bi maa ngi sori
waa léegi yow lan nga am pour wax si liggéeyi Fatoumata bi
Fatoumata de kontaan naa si miram trop suma goro la góor moo ko tax
masha Allah
waaw maa ngi leen di gannaaw sarafule kontaan nañu parce que yàggante ñëw private kon mënul laa jot
dëgg la
kontaan nañ ko suma doom la Fatou suma doom la
dëgg la
Fatou Dieng suma doom la wana
dëgg la masha Allah
kontaan naa Fatoumata ci moom daal xanaa bale man ko gën a yokkal di leen gën a yokkal mo Mariama xaritam Mariama tam man ko ñu di ko sant di ko gërëm
dëgg la
te liñ nekka ni li dem liggéey góor a jigéen
kay
dafa ñëw fekk ba moo ñëw Mariama Fatoumata xam naa dafa jàngate li moo jàngal ñu ñëpp laa njëriñ
kay
dina ma njëriñ ma doom njëriñ waajuram so ma ne ko man liggéey rek la man li nga dama liggéey défenseur
kay
so man ak Seydou tax ba yow li jànga du ma la bàyyi nga continuer soo bee yàlla dinaa ko gën a doole di ko gën a ñaax di ko gën a jàppale ndax mu continuer liggéeyam njëriñ ñu mu suturawu sutura jëkkëram sutura boppam waajuram sutura ma boppam man ko
jërëjëf
di ko ñaane yow mi fa toog ka nga am ci tooma
ma am yow gis nga te xoola xam nga li ma naxari anti aw ma tooma ak lu ma naxari
bane
ak ni ma mel aw ma tooma ak lu ma naxari soo Fatoumata mii nag su amee jigéen tooma bi téye naa ko de
bane bul woor mane soo gisee baatin nan ko ma baajen sa yaay mu ngi doon wax Fatou Umun man xariti yaay baatin
kon jeex na téye naa tooma bu jigéen bi
jërëjëf kontaan
naa 2 minutes rek lañ am waaw quickly one minute ñu mun a wrap up programme bi so nga ne physical office ak yeneen bagage
physical office and also the support because am na ñeneen they want the different solar card so xam nga boobu tamit we need finance to do that so if we have investors that are going to come in, loolu daf ñu over jàppale and
yes Mariama.
Okay, I want to take this opportunity to thank the Minister of Trade because he's been really helpful. Because
the Minister of Trade,
yes,
Babukar Oju.
Yes, because when we first want to build this solar card, he was the first person who was able to accept us, was able to have a meeting and also invest on the card, which was really great. And also with the Minister of Justice, the IP office, they too have been very helpful to the registration. And also any opportunities they see, because the time I went to Zimbabwe about this solar card, it was through the Ministry of Justice and it was really helpful. So it's like if we have more support, right now what we need is the physical location because we have a lot of stuff in our heads. Every day we'll be scheduling, we have new ideas, but also having these ideas but not having a place to show the idea to is a big problem.
But good luck, ladies. I'm so proud of you guys. And thank you so much for accompanying me on the program on World Youth Skills Day. I interviewed you guys about 2 years ago, and by then you were not this. So I hope that wherever I am, anywhere, and wherever you are, when we meet again, you guys realize, your potential with what you want to do and where you want to see yourselves. So the viewers, thank you so much. That is all we have time for. We really appreciate your time. Let's keep connecting and let's keep supporting young people with the amazing work that they're doing. Don't forget to tune in 10 p.m. sharp in a few minutes for the 10 p.m. news. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good night. Bye-bye.